Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ulama and maktab teachers and those who are teaching children. At Safar Academy, we published textbook 7 and workbook 7. This has been a great effort into getting this book out. And I'm going to just quickly just show you a few pages of this and what we've done. Here you've got a summary section of all the different parts that we really want them to know. So the essentials of what they need to know. You can see that we've really, put some bespoke. The entire thing is bespoke illustrations. There's a lot that has gone into this in terms of getting the tahqiq and the different parts done properly with genuine, sources. This is a whole timeline of the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ in 3 different spreads. So it starts with this one. And over here you can see the, from Abyssinia all the way to the Battle of Uhud. And it's not only you've got here the ages of the Prophet ﷺ, and you've got the timeline and the different events. So this is the 3rd sort of spread. Okay, like this we move on, and you will see that, for example, we've got a section on the Qibla here. So, how to find the Qibla, what things to use. You can see that we've used, modern things there that people can actually use the app or whatever they've got to find the Qibla. There's some traditional ones here, okay, traditional ways of finding the Qibla. And so this is the whole sort of fiqh sort of section. And then, we'll move on to, stories. Okay, so you've got certain stories. And after the stories, we get to, we get to certain parts that will be very specific to their world. Okay, so if I show you here, this is a section all to do with like Muslim contributions, modern civilization, okay, and to feel proud about their ancestors and the history of Islam, okay. And we'll move on to now contemporary issues. So this is very much now moving on to their world, okay. Being a Muslim today, what does it mean? So feeling that you're part of a massive global, a global community. And then you've got like, how Islam spread through the UK, the USA, even Bosnia and Spain. So it's very much Europe and a history of Europe. And then, they've got racism, unfair treatment, Islamophobia, how to deal with it, right? And you will then see, tips and advice of how they should grow up. In lifestyle and community, we've got, not only adabs and akhlaq, or what they need to know, but technology, social media, targeting the people who are, the youngsters who are just wanting to get likes and getting onto Facebook and becoming a YouTuber, and then trying to navigate through online sort of, dawah, and what to listen to, what not to listen to, and what things to look out for, all from Quran and Sunnah, and from the, all based on the madhab that we follow of the Hanafi madhab, and according to our own aqidah as well. So this is the spiritual development and so on. So we've got the Quran's guidance to human beings, okay, and we've got a very specific one here about the journey of the soul, going through from the life on earth to death to later on the grave, barzakh, okay, and then moving on to Illiyin, Sijjin, okay, roaming of the souls and so on. All again, a lot of tahqiq has gone into this. If I just give you a very quick thing on the sources that we've got, and this runs throughout the entire book, okay, and every single part that we put here has actually been referenced to the best of what we could do with authentic, or reliable and acceptable sources. So that's the textbook. And in the workbook, this has been done in color, and we've actually tried our best to challenge them. You can see here, look, social media usage amongst American youth. We've got a study here from the Pew Research, and they're going to look at this as a workbook and then have to answer questions on this, okay. So throughout the book, we've actually, like, for example here, a Bosnian Muslim that actually walks to Mecca from Syria. This is an article from a newspaper, and then they have to answer questions on that. So pretty much we're really challenging them on this. And throughout the book you'll see that we've got questions that really challenge them on the, like, for example, this is what I just want you to look at, which is global observance of the 5 pillars. So you've got 97% declaring Shahada the Muslims, but 93% fasting, 77% observing zakat, and 63% performing salah, and 9% performing pilgrimage. Why is it that there's a low percentage of something else? Anyway, this whole thing is available on our website, so you can order it, and also come to the book launches, which I'm going to send you a separate invitation to, inshallah. I'll see you there in your local town or city. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.